Hey guys, it's BJ with Amethyst Glitter Studios. A couple of people asked how I make my bead pens, so I thought I would do a quick tutorial for you. I have a couple of my pieces on display here. This is one of my favorites right now. I don't know if you can see that, but she's so pretty. So today I'm going to show you how to make a piece that's very similar to this. You can't really see this all that well, but I have most of my beads and things organized in these art bins. I'll try to show them all to you. More beads. I have cases of these, by the way. Cases and cases and cases of different types of beads. And so, oh wait, I didn't show you these guys. These are some of my favorite beads. So really quickly, I just want to talk about beads. As you can see, the pens hold a different variety of shapes and sizes of beads. And part of the fun of putting the pens together is kind of playing around with different symmetry, different shapes, and different sizes to see what's visually appealing to you. So first I'll talk about the mechanics of the pen. So you have the bottom of the pen, then you have the shaft. If you look at the shaft closely, I hope my camera is picking that up. There's a shorter end and then there's a longer end. You want to take the shorter end and place that on the inside of the barrel. You want to screw that until it doesn't screw any further. And now, just that quick, you're ready to begin putting your pen together. The way the pen works is it twists from the bottom. Can you see that? Pen out, pen up, pen out, pen up. So you twist from the bottom. We have our rod secured on the inside. Now we can move to beads. As you can see, these are metal beads. This here is glass, that's glass. These are Swarovski crystals. Why can't I speak? These are checked glass beads. Same thing, this one's glass, that one's glass. So you can use a variety of materials. Now, when it comes to beads, I want to show you some really quick. Okay. You can't really do, I wouldn't recommend doing this with glass beads, but with some of your plastic beads that aren't glass or aren't ceramic, that aren't going to break on you, that are more plastic based. If you find a bead that you really, really like, but the hole is too small, you can actually take a drill and widen that hole. I've done it on so many beads. I don't have my drill bits anywhere near right now. I have no idea where they are. They're somewhere around here. But you can definitely take a handheld drill, get the bearing drill bits. And again, you want to do this with like plastic and acrylic beads, not so much on your ceramics or your glass. Or your Bohemian glass. That's not a good idea. You don't want to do that. So that's a quick tip that you can use, because I know sometimes people are like, well, where do you get beads with the proper hole size? It's difficult. I'm not going to lie. You have to do lots of searching, lots and lots and lots of searching. So, okay, let's get started, or get back to where we were. So now I'm going to go ahead and begin stacking my beads. So sometimes I have a vision in mind, not really sure how it's going to come out, but I think I know how I want it to look, and so I start fooling around. So we'll put this bead on first. Then I'm going to put this guy on. And the whole time I'm having to watch how much space I have, because it can only hold but so many beads, and sometimes to make it visually pleasing, you need a certain symmetry to it. And sometimes you can pull it off, and sometimes you can't. But the good news is, as you'll see in a moment here, I'm going to put that on, is at the top, the longer end. You have some wiggle room here. Let me take this off for a second. So you have this whole section, which means that top, this top, will screw all the way down to here, or it can screw to here, or it can screw to here. So you have a little bit of wiggle room at the top in order to kind of play around. I like the way that that looks. So now I'm going to place my cap on like so. And now my bead pen is put together. What I like to tell my customers, I like to show my customers how to actually use the pen, like so. Because what will happen is if you don't show them how to use the pen, they are innately going to want to do this to try to get the tip down. And what that's going to do is it's going to unscrew the top and could have all your beads come off. Now, I know some people who make these who super glue their top before they put it on so that the beads cannot come off and so that the client can't unscrew the top. That's an option, but one of the things I like is I have some clients who they'll buy different bead sets for me for the same pen. Like, this is great, but what if one day you're feeling a little bit different and you want it to look differently? Then you can unscrew, take the beads off, and put them back on. So it's really a personal preference. It's really up to you how you like to do yours. And so that's a really quick and dirty. I hope I covered the basics. Oh, in terms of the beads, because people are like, where do you get your beads from? Where do you get your beads from? I'm going to try to do this from memory. These were Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby Michael's, and then my Swarovskis come from a supplier that I have for those. So most of these beads actually came from either Michael's, Joann's, or Hobby Lobby. When I first started doing these, which was actually several years ago actually now, Jesse James beads was really popular, and Joanne used to carry a wonderful plethora of the varying beads, and so I used to buy them all the time, and then I would take them apart and, like I said, put them in my container so that I kind of know where everything is. So I hope this gives you enough to get started. Please, 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 you can check me out at my Etsy store, Amethyst Glitter Art. You can check me out online at amethystglitterstudio.com. On Facebook, I'm Amethyst Glitter Studio. On Instagram, I'm Amethyst Glitter Studio. And on YouTube, I'm too new to have a custom URL. So I'm like YouTube.com/XYZ45678 LMNOP. So I don't even know how to tell you how to find me on there. But you can always use this link to come back. Please follow me on social media. You can always reach out with any questions. I'm on Facebook. I'm in a lot of the crafting groups. But you can always find me at Amethyst Glitter Studio on Facebook. Send me a message if you have questions. As for the pen bases, I'm going to be adding those to my Etsy store really, really soon. There are lots of bases out there, and they come in different materials, different weights, and of course, different quality. My pen bases will run about, I think they're going to be $11.99 if I remember correctly. You can certainly find them on Amazon cheaper, but a lot of times the quality is cheaper and it's not the same pen. But again, feel free to use whatever products work for you in your budget. I'm gonna have about 12 different colors, I think. I need to go back and check. I'm just now getting everything together, so I've got my website up, my Etsy up, and all this stuff in less than, I think, 3 weeks. So I have a lot going on, moving kind of quick. But again, just wanted to show you guys that. So I hope that was helpful for you. And again, shout me out if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.